Today, I'm going to show you the steps of downloading and importing your new digital templates. Now, when you purchase a template from my shop, you'll see this screen to be able to download it. I'm going to show you the steps straight from my iPad. If you're running into any issues with this, I do highly recommend downloading and managing your files on a laptop or desktop computer because it is quite a bit easier. But I wanted to show you the exact steps if you have access to only a tablet. So here in my Chrome browser, I'm going to tap to save, and this is where it gives me the option of choosing where to save it. You can save it to your drive or your files, and this would be similar on an Android tablet. So just to show you where this ends up, since I chose files, now if you don't have this app open or you've never opened it, just be aware that you can search for it in your app library. This is a native app on your iPad. So what I'm going to do here is go back, and I actually want to open this in a side-by-side view so that you can easily see what's happening on both sides when I'm downloading these files. So because I'm in my browser, I'll go over and see that it's saving in that Chrome folder. Now, if you're having trouble finding where your files are saving, you can always go to Recents. So I'm jumping in here to this folder. I'm going to turn up my screen brightness just a tad. So this is where we'll see the zip folder with the download guides. Since this is one of my most extensive templates, it does have a download guide that will help you find the exact version you want to use. So I'm going to open that up. You can see here I have lots of resources linked, but if we tap Get Started, now, this is the version with the iOS shortcut. So installing that is super easy. I have it all laid out here, and I also have a video for that. You can jump over if you need any help with the shortcut itself. But looking at the file, again, this is helping us navigate to the exact version. So I'm not downloading every version of the planner. I'm just choosing the options I want, and that's going to take me to my download page where I can download my planner and also the specific associated stickers and covers. So first, let's tap to download the planner. And I can see here that I can tap and save again to my files. And if you're running into any issues with these downloads, you can always jump over to the Google Drive folder itself, which has all the versions. You can navigate that way and download them all together. So I'm also going to download the stickers and covers. And we are going to get this message on this one because of the size of the file. You obviously don't have to worry about a virus from me, but you can jump over to that Drive folder if you're more comfortable downloading it that way. So tap to download that. And again, I'm going to save this to my files. So jumping back over to my file screen here, you can see now that I have my planner, my whole set of bonus covers, and of course, all the download guides as well. I'm going to tap on the bonus cover sticker sets to expand that. And you can see this has all the sticker images that are saved as PNG files associated with my planner. You'll only need these if you're working in an app other than Goodnotes. But they're all saved individually, they're very organized and easy to manage. So if you're in Goodnotes, I have this Goodnotes sticker book. It's a special Goodnotes file that will import directly into Goodnotes. And then finally, I have my bonus covers as well. And these you can see are just covers that you replace the planner cover or the first page with to get a little more decorative and fit your own aesthetic. So we're going to start with importing it. And now that we have all these files, just a reminder, I do encourage you to download all the files and keep them on your personal drive. You can always re-import these, and you can also keep this download guide handy because at any point in the year, if you decide you want to use a different version, just jump back into that download guide and you can download any other files you have full access all year long. Okay, so now we're here in the Goodnotes app, and just as a reminder, you can use this planner or these templates in any app. It doesn't have to be Goodnotes. The steps will be really similar. If you're looking for specific steps for your exact app, I encourage you just to Google PDF import instructions with your app name in there, and you'll usually see a great video or instruction page helping you through all the details. So now that we have this option, we'll import, and that's where we're going to want to go to the location on the drive that we saved our files. In here, I know that I first want to import my planner, so I'm going to open that and allow that to import. Now for Goodnotes specifically, I'm also going to import my sticker book. And an important note on this is that it's a Goodnotes file, and so even though it might look like a zip file, it's actually designed just to be imported as is. So you don't need to unzip it. We're just going to tap on this, and I'm also going to grab these bonus covers too and import them in. So open that. And that's it. I have all the files I need imported here in Goodnotes. Now, if you're using another app, instead of importing that sticker book, you're going to want to just have a process where you're working in your planner to open up your sticker files side by side. I find that it's really the easiest way to work when I'm using any sort of sticker collection that I don't have a sticker book for. So for example, you'd have your app open on one side, and then if you go over to your files, I'm saving that somewhere that's really easy to access. And as I'm working on my planner, when I want to use my stickers, I would go ahead and open that up and grab any labels that I want and just drag them in. So you can adjust this and make this more of a sidebar as well, so you have more working space. So all the apps are a little different. A lot of them have a way to build out collections, kind of like the Elements tool works in Goodnotes. So you can also do something like that with the stickers that you use most often. But you can see how easy it is to navigate them and how organized everything is in these folders themselves. So rest assured, if you don't use Goodnotes, you're still going to be able to take full advantage of the sticker collection with how organized everything is. Now I want to place my checklist here. I just resize it, size it to fit this space, and then it'd be right there. So for Goodnotes users, I'll show you what it looks like with the sticker book so you can see that the sticker book creates more of this experience of being able to flip through. And the thing that's really nice that I really haven't found a way to duplicate in other apps is the ability to just quickly copy and paste it over and have it all sized correctly. So you can see how I had to resize that last one when I inserted it from a file, but with this one, it's already sized perfectly to fit in that margin. So that is the main perk of the sticker book at this point. You can go through, you can flip, and also you can navigate through the tabs I have them organized in. So I have them organized with monthly, daily, weekly widgets, reminders, trackers, notes, lists. They're all here for you. So if you know what you're looking for, you can tap in and go straight to the page. Or of course, like I showed you, you can just flip through and browse the full collection. So at this point, we've done it. We're up and running. We have our sticker book, our planner, bonus covers. Now, if you want to switch out a bonus cover, just in case you're brand new to digital planning, I'll show you quickly how those work. What you're actually going to do is just replace the first page of this file with the bonus cover that you want to use. The first page of the file is what becomes your icon or your thumbnail. So you can see that here. If I go into my bonus covers, I actually really love this cover that has the little thumbnail versions. It kind of allows you to create a vision board for my year. And I like that that's what peeks out in my thumbnail when I open my library. So I'm just going to copy this page right here and then jump over to my planner and paste that page right after the original cover, and then delete the original cover. And we can see that now becomes the first page. So then it will show up in my thumbnail image, and when I place those other images on that are inspiring me, that's what I'll see when I open my planner. So that's how you use your bonus covers. Super simple. I have free ones that are included with the planner. I have some bonus ones in my freebie library, and also some really extensive cover sets if you want to get really involved and decorative. So when you're first getting started, I always have this little intro section. Obviously, it's really extensive in my planner because there's a lot to know with the navigation and the calendar pages. But even if you're in a more simple notebook, typically the second page after the cover will give you some tips on how to use the file itself. I always really walk you through that and help you get started. Now, with all the tips in the planner, this takes you into the Goal Clarity Roadmap, which for the planner itself is where I recommend you start. It's the basis of the full goal planning system and is threaded throughout. Now, if you ever need help, you can tap on this icon, go back to the video series, and get any tips or help. And you can also go to the page for questions, and that has a place to send me a message if you need some one-on-one help as well. I hope this video gave you all the steps and tips needed to import your new templates and hit the ground running. As always, please like and subscribe so you'll see new videos when I post them. Thanks for watching.